Hey, what's up? We're here. It is 7 p.m. on the East Coast, 4 p.m. on the West Coast, 10:36 a.m. all the way over in Australia land, our good buddy Darren's country. What's going on? This is the Death Rattle Podcast. I'm your host, DJ Remark from Horror Sucks, and with me, Mr. Kanan Becker from Ghost Pirate Entertainment. What's up, buddy?
What's up, man?
Yay! How was your week?
Pretty good, I think. Trying to remember.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got a new prescription for glasses, so I'm excited to finally be able to have glasses where I could see again.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Do you get contacts or just glasses?
No, just glasses. It's like I mostly just need them for driving or reading. It's like I don't really need them for like, I mean, I could still see fine. It's more of like seeing detail.
I got you. But, yeah, I need them for driving and seeing far away.
Yeah, especially at night.
It's been
because like I guess I'm starting to my cataract. I guess I have like some pretty bad cataracts.
Oh no!
Because I've been trying to figure out why all of a sudden driving at night, like why all the headlights are so much fucking brighter all of a sudden, and the last couple of years, and I thought it was just all these new the LED lights or whatever. And the eye doctor's like, no, it's from cataracts. He's you're just getting old. I was like, oh shit.
Damn.
But
well, we
are gonna LASIK, but
we got a few things to talk about today. We're gonna be talking about we're gonna have Architect Sam on the show to come in and talk about the Jacksonville Horror Film Festival. So we're gonna talk about that, little recap stuff going on. We're also going to talk about OpenAI is shutting down SORA. So for those of you who are, part of the AI is here forever, it's never going away crowd, when it comes to generative AI for like video and images, guys just got struck a huge blow. Disney was going to invest $1 billion into that project. And now they got nowhere to put that money because the bubble is bursting, and that's exactly what I thought.
It's not exactly that. I wish it was that, but if you look deeper into it, it's not exactly that. It's more to do with OpenAI not being able to basically make money worth, like they're losing money on SORA, and so they're basically reallocating funds to different things where they're actually making money, and a lot of it has to do with there's so much competition all of a sudden, and there's not a lot of ways to make money, because like if people aren't paying for the upgraded SORA, like if people aren't paying for it, then they literally have no way to make money, and there's more and more free bullshit AI tools like constantly.
Right. And the reason for that is there's more free AI tools. So the people using AI for film and video, or for video and photo, they are just inherently lazy. So they're going to go for the free stuff. They're not going to pay for whatever when it costs money. And
professionals aren't using it.
The public outcry against AI, especially in video, is just it's enormous. And so
one thing I was reading is it seems like Disney backing out, because a lot of people took this to mean, Disney's not investing that money because SORA is shutting down. But it sounds from what I was reading like it might be the other way around, where Disney was starting to have cold feet and like, we're not sure we want to invest that $1 billion, because they're getting a lot of flack for any AI things. And Disney, they don't make any decisions based on any convictions. They just make decisions based on whatever way they think that the people are popular opinion. Yeah, exactly. So and then in this case, I'm good with that. But a lot of times with Disney, you're like, dude, have a little bit of convictions, like go with what you believe, but they don't believe in anything, just money.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about that. What's up, B Movie Theater? Good to see you. Says R.I.P. SORA, good riddance. What's up, Saya? Good to see you. Jordan is here. Prop Dude's here. Gaston's here. What's up, guys? Heather's here. Live Wired. What's up? What's up? Cold Eternals here. All the regulars are here. So it's good to see you guys. Matt Hicks, what's up? Oddender, what's up? Haven't seen you in a minute, Oddender. Good to see you. Pat is here. Pat, what's up? Who else? There's Darren. What's going on in Australia land? What's up? Al's here. Finally. Haven't seen Al in a while either. He says, remember to hit that like button. So yes, please go hit the like button. Share this show with your friends. We're only like 200 some odd subscribers away from being able to monetize this bish. So, yeah.
How close are we to the hours?
Ow. I'm lagging. There's Matt. Casey and Firefrow's all here. All right, I think I got everybody. Did I get Chad? What's up, Chad? I think I got everybody. Okay. Are you guys ready to welcome in our guest? You guys ready to say hi? We're going to play some stuff and we're going to bring her in. So if you weren't at the first annual Jacksonville Horror Film Festival, you missed out. You missed out on some pretty awesome stuff. And this is just a taste. You might want to turn your speakers down because I think the audio on these videos is a little
Hot.
Is a little hot. So go ahead. Just here's your headphone warning right now. All right, here we go. Welcome to the Jacksonville Horror Film Festival to kick off inaugural year. This weekend, we strike first blood on the city of Jacksonville. We aim to be the tip of the spear, the bleeding edge, and the knife point of change for the culture of Jacksonville, Florida. Horror is the genre that pushes culture and holds a mirror up to society to show it its true colors. So now, without further ado, welcome to the Jacksonville Horror Film Festival. Alrighty, so there was a little bit of what you missed, and
That's awesome.
It is my distinct pleasure to bring on the second half of the festival, the organizer of it all, the big boss. You know her, you love her, Architect Sam. What's up, Architect Sam?
Hi.
Where's the applause?
Oh yeah. Sorry.
He turns it on for us, which always feels weird. And then the one time when he should use it at an appropriate time.
So let's talk about this festival. I'm actually gonna let you talk while I bring up some pictures. So tell the nice people on the stream about the festival.
Where to start? So I'll start with our normal elevator pitch, I call it. So basically, we collected submissions from all over the world, and we got 68 from 6 different countries, and 27 of those were selected to be screened over 2 days. So it was about 13 hours of jam-packed movies, and 14 awards went out at the end of the night. There were vendors, there was DJs, there was special popcorn with Lucky Charms in it and stuff like that. And we had cosplayers. Also, we had filmmakers from all over the country to come and watch their films. People from Iowa, North Dakota, Tennessee, Georgia, California, and I think North Carolina, obviously Florida. So we came from all over.
And that was feature length and shorts?
Yes. Yeah. So from those 68 submissions originally, there was 22 feature films. And then the ones that got selected, I believe there was 5.
Yes, 5 features. We had 5 feature films. Sorry, and that were there, and they were all great. Everybody loved them. Everybody had such a great time,
Yep.
And everybody is looking forward to everybody's looking forward to year 2, like a lot. And so
we also had an after party after the award ceremony, and we had it at Manifest Distilling, which is a local distillery here. They also sponsored part of the event, but they had a special drink called First Blood for us, special deals for anyone that had a badge. And I would say about, I don't know, 30 people probably from the, I keep looking this way because DJ's right here to my left. Maybe about 30 people, filmmakers and attendees came for the after party, and we got so many thank yous. I mean, people were hugging us and saying, thank you so much for doing this. There was such a gap in Jacksonville, and they just were really grateful.
That's awesome.
Here's some pictures that we got from our photographer. Here's some of the cosplay.
How are the movies broken up? So is it like 2 features each day, or?
So yep, I can talk on that. So Friday started at 10 a.m. So we started with the feature film. Then we had 2 blocks of short films. Each short film block was about an hour. And then we ended with a feature film. And then the next day started around noon. And we started with the short block, which was an hour and a half this time. And then we ended with 3 feature films. And then the award ceremony at the end.
Nice. And it was all in one, like one theater, like one.
Yep. It was at the Hicks Auditorium. So it was nice seating, as you can see in this photo. It's a 400 seat auditorium. I think on Saturday, at least 150 people were there. So people had some space, but also it looked pretty packed. And everything was great about it. They let us bring in drinks and popcorn and anything that we needed. They gave us this is Voltaire. He did a Q&A after his movie, which was very successful. A little rushed, but we got it done. We got it done. We really prioritized films, so we only had 15 minutes between each block, which was a little tight.
And you have like each filmmaker come up and like
so
say
we didn't have enough time for that. We're working on that for next year. So basically what we did after each block, so let's say there was a short film block of, let's say 10 short films. We would do a couple of announcements after each one. And we would say like, stand up if your film just screened. And then, we'd clap for them and acknowledge them. And then we'd say like, now you know who that person is. If you want to talk to them, you can talk to them, ask questions. And people really took advantage of that. And then filmmakers did have an option to purchase a vendor table after their screening if they wanted to. And we did it for like super cheap, like $30 or something like that. And they sold t-shirts and posters and signing stuff. And one awesome. Film, Inside Chop, the guys that made Inside Chop had us sign one of their posters.
Yeah, that's cool.
Really
yeah. It was pretty awesome.
Like, you want us to sign it? He's like, yeah. This is your first festival. And we're like, oh, okay.
Totally.
Yeah, so that was exciting.
Sam's. Everybody's excited that you're here.
Oh, thank you, everyone.
Yeah, they're all Sam.
We actually ran out of lanyards, so that was probably.
What's up, Lee?
The biggest,
Lee was there.
Lee was there.
Hi, Lee. Lee was there.
He. I think our biggest problem was that we ran out of lanyards, which is not really that big of a problem. So it was great. Everything went off without a hitch.
Livewire wants to know what was in the First Blood drink.
I think they made it red with grenadine, so they cheated a little bit on that. But I think it was their house vodka or gin, and then I don't remember the other.
I don't know. I have no idea.
We were too tired to know, but it was called First Blood, and everyone was getting it, and it was very good. I'm not a drinker, and it was very sweet and drink and very
probably
good.
7-Up.
Maybe.
Yeah. Al says
it was dark.
It was not dark.
Yeah, it was pretty light drink.
I used 7-Up for the like sweetening factor.
So it actually was the vodka, the Macabre Ghostface vodka that Matthew Lillard just came out with. And so that's what we were drinking. So it's pretty cool. They actually showed us a signed bottle when they were there.
Yeah, we're trying to get one.
Yeah, we're trying to get one.
Al says, I make my First Blood drink with Everclear and blood. No, you don't, Al. Shut up.
That would taste so nasty.
Yeah.
Darren says, wish I lived in the USA. You don't have to live here to come here, bro. Get a passport.
true.
Gaston says
Yeah,
it's Aurelio.
no big deal. Just get a passport and a couple.
Hey, I
grand
did it.
to-
Hey, I
to
did it
fly
for I
here.
did it for France. I did it for France. It's easy.
Well, yeah, but you
Gas-
had help to pay for that.
That's true. Gaston says, "Is Aurelio as nice and funny as he looks?"
Yes. He bought us drinks. He was so friendly, so personable. I mean, he hung out with us basically the entire after party, story after story. It was really awesome.
Yeah, no, it was great. Prop Dude says a Shirley Bone Temple.
That's funny, actually.
That's good. So
You could have a little fucking bone thing on top.
That'd be good. They even had like a fog machine for us. We made Manifest break out all of their Halloween decorations for the after party. Yeah, they stayed open an extra hour for us, so it was good.
So is it like next door?
It was not. It is downtown, so
it's like a hop, skip, and a jump away from the library. Like it's
like
so like walking distance.
It's I don't know about walking distance, but definitely
like a mile.
Yeah, it's like it's a short Uber ride. Like it's like you're not like you're just right there.
Yeah.
And the parking is really good. The library had garage parking, so you could park in the garage and then walk right over to the library. So it was a really good location, and so we were super excited to have it. B Movie Theater says this sounds like a lot of fun. Now I want to go. Come B Movie Theater. You got to come.
Is that
everybody
the plan
that
to have it at the same location next year?
Yeah,
I want to.
I think we're going to.
Discussing it.
We got to find. We're trying to get a little better of a deal on the on the price.
And because everything was so squished, like we had 2 complaints. Well, actually 3. We had 3 complaints. One was we didn't get a food vendor besides the popcorn. And we really tried. So I think next year we're going to be able to say, look, 150 people showed up, so we can get those food vendors there. That was one complaint. But we did get a restaurant nearby to give us a discount with your badge. So there was a little bit there. The second complaint was that the 15 minutes in between each block just wasn't enough time. Wasn't enough time to talk to your friends, talk to the filmmakers, go to the bathroom. We actually heard that the men's bathroom had a line. So we were thinking of extending that time. And then 3, one filmmaker complained that we didn't separate the awards for short films and feature films. I don't know, DJ, if you want to talk on that, but
that's why most film festivals do them at movie theaters, so that way you can play them at different on different screens. The problem I have with that is that then people have to choose which movie they want to go see, and you don't know anything about them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Most people, you don't go to a festival knowing, like what movies to see. So you're like,
Yeah.
So it's
we
difficult
also
trying to juggle.
That's something DJ brought up. He's like, well, what if after your film screens, there's a Q&A in another room, and then the other screen starts, and then it's like, well,
but then nobody's watching the next movie.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm echoing.
Sorry. Oh my God.
Sorry, I was like echoing here.
Sorry.
But then you have to choose. So I really like that we had a linear timeline. I think that was great. I think everyone really enjoyed that. We had filmmakers just come to see their films, which maybe was odd, but also kind of cool. And then, but no one had to really choose where they wanted to be. So there was that. And then the opening ceremony didn't start for maybe 40 minutes after the doors open. So you had time to see the vendors beforehand. The vendors, the popcorn. We had 2 places to take pictures. So I think there was plenty of time besides in between. It was just a little tight.
Yeah, I don't know what the best way to solve that would be, because you don't want to really have less movies, because that's not that many movies, for
exactly
festival. But at the same time, if you, I don't know. I mean, ideally it would be, I guess, if you had a place that had 2 rooms, 2 screens,
just double the price.
So you could be, but then you could be playing one movie.
So to keep it linear, we were discussing making it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And although that does also jack up the price, but it keeps it so that no one has to choose. Everyone can be there all weekend. we keep the room, the space that we have the same, because I think we're going to grow next year, but I don't know if we're going to grow triple. So we still have room in the venue that we picked to grow and keep it at that same like price point instead of expanding to another room. I think DJ's showing our program. My friend who's an interior designer works with me. She actually helped us with this. She designed this whole thing. And I don't know what you want to, or what you're going through with it, but
I'm just trying to get this to like,
yeah, I think it's fun. It like being on like a DVR, it like takes, or I don't know, I guess whatever it is, but it takes me back to the days when we used to all like burn our movies onto disc and shit.
yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess people still do that now, right?
Probably. Yeah. This is our program. You can, so on our badge at the back of it, you can scan this and get all the information you need, our sponsors, the full schedule of which movies are playing when, the 40 and LOL, those are local festivals here, our vendors. And then it just goes through now every feature film got the synopsis and the director's name.
List is so good.
Yeah, very good. And then just movie posters and music videos of our short films. And so it's just formed in a way that I think is clear. And then, like I said, all of the feature films really got extra information. Us just saying thank you to all the filmmakers. And then we attempted to have a costume contest, but only 3 people showed up dressed up. So they got future tickets for next year. They got free tickets for next year.
Hey,
that's me.
It was one of our judges. Next year, me and DJ talked about this. We're going to find a way to get you out here next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried. It's just a tough time of year because it's like if it had been in like towards summertime, you know, that's things aren't so tight, but
yeah,
like it was during my slowest time of the channel of the year.
We understand. And
it's all right. I mean, you don't got to explain yourself.
Yeah, no, yeah. And we're going to pay you to come out here. So we didn't know what we were doing for money. I mean, literally, I think maybe a month before the festival, we didn't even have the money to pay for the venue. And me and DJ had to have a real hard talk and say, well, is this going to happen? And somehow, some way it pulled through. And right at the end, people just bought tickets like crazy. And so I think that gives us a lot of confidence for next year to spend the money to get you out here.
Yeah, that's the thing is generally for things like that, people don't buy tickets till right up to the date. And that leaves you with going, you know, like, are people going to even come to this thing? Like,
exactly. Like we sold out in shirts, but technically we didn't buy that many shirts because we couldn't afford that many shirts. And so we probably had, I mean, honestly, like 20 shirts there. Like we did not have enough shirts. Obviously those sold out. People came in just walking through the library and they're like, what is this? I want to go. So it was, my friend brought her entire family. She brought her 12-year-old kid to this festival. Awesome. Yeah, he was stoked. He's a horror lover. He was so stoked. She's like a cool mom. So that was fun to see.
But now you have like
put a hand over his eyes during nudity, but it was all good.
But now going into like next year, you have something to show sponsors to and be like,
exactly,
you know, we did this thing. You
know, want to get to some questions from the chat. Sorry,
is there a place to park food trucks? Because that's what I would say the best bet for food vendors would be.
Yeah, they would have to take up a couple of parking spots, like parallel parking right outside. But that's definitely a possibility. And now we can say, you know, approximately this many people will show up and this many people will show up on this day or this day. And hopefully that gets them parked there. Otherwise, they weren't interested. Yeah. They weren't interested at all.
Yeah. Yeah, it was hard being a first year festival, getting people to come out. I mean, like we had some people who would be just awesome vendors for that. Just be like, well, we don't know if we can do it this year. And we weren't charging anything for vendor setup. It was $150 for both days to vend at the festival.
And your table and your chairs were included. I mean, everything.
Yeah, and
everything
But were you telling them? Were you contacting food trucks?
So yeah, food trucks, and then restaurants that were already downtown, or any other restaurant that I thought.
Because that's
could be,
a big
like,
thing for like
branded.
restaurants. Like, that's complicated for restaurants, but like for
Well,
food
something
trucks,
that can, like,
you could generally
package.
get those easier.
Yeah, I went to
But
and
it's
DJ actually
with
went
things
to
like
the-
that, they're worried about wasting food because they got to pre-make
Totally.
a certain amount. But like a food truck, it's kind of like you can generally make stuff on demand,
Yeah.
more so than you can. And it's also, if it's like outside, then people in the area could come that aren't even at the event could come over.
That's true.
to
They'd be
it.
like, "Why are you here?" And it's like, "Oh, there's a thing going on right in there."
Because all of like the events we do here, that's all we ever do is food trucks.
Yeah.
Like it's too
There's not a
difficult
lot
trying
here in
to,
Jacksonville. I mean,
you know.
there is, but they want to guarantee, was it like 100 people or something?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
like
they
we
wanted-
just at the time we couldn't guarantee it. We're like, we have 50 tickets
Yeah.
sold, so
Yeah.
we don't, like we had 50 tickets sold until the day of.
Yeah.
We had more than 50.
Did we?
Yeah, we had like 68 sold.
Oh, sorry. Like that's a big.
All right, Gaston has a question. He says, Sam, tell us about the movies. Did they surprise you?
Yes. There was some funny ones, which I like. I like horror comedy, so I'll shout out 2 of them. There is one called Mr. Mittens, and it's actually it's so cheeky and funny because basically this cat gets neutered, and then he's like mad at everyone that decided to neuter him, and he like murders all of them. But it's like it's like obviously a stuffed animal cat attacking all these people. It is well done, extremely funny. Another one is called The Parcel. Another funny one. These are both shorts for me. Another one's called The Parcel. It was scary in the sense of how gross it was. So basically, this UPS driver guy is dropping off a package to this guy, and this guy is like, who's the guy from Inglourious Bastards? Like that actor that's like funny but also like a villain. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
The villain in Glorious Bastards.
Oh, Hans Landa?
Is that his name?
Oh, no, his name is Christoph Waltz.
That guy. So it's kind of like that guy where he's like a villain, but like cheeky and excited, but like doesn't know he's a villain. So, and this guy just basically, I don't want to spoil it. I guess I shouldn't, but
Don't spoil it.
I won't spoil it. It's hilarious. It's very well done. This guy did a very good job. And so I think those are my 2 shout outs for that. And the quality of films, I think, really surprised me. You don't understand. Everyone came to me and DJ and said, this was such a great show. Like every film was just really, really good and worth everyone's time. So like, I thought that was great. So kudos to DJ and his team for watching all of those movies. And Kanan, thank you for the award selections too.
Yeah, there was a number of them that I was really surprised, like at how well done, especially the shorts. I felt like the shorts, like there was a lot of really strong ones that I was like, man, I could see this being a feature length. You know what I mean?
Right. Inside Job specifically. They actually said they're gonna turn that into a feature length. They're getting a lot of attention.
Yeah, that one would make for a really great feature length. What was the one with the giant it was a sock?
Oh yeah,
Getting
nasty. That's a Jacksonville short film.
That's a Jacksonville.
So fucking funny, man. That was my favorite monster of.
So we actually saw that film at the Jacksonville LOL Film Festival, maybe a month into launching our festival, and we went straight to those guys and we said, we want you to submit. We want you in our screenings. So they were there.
Super DIY, but it's really, they do a really good job. Like super creative.
It's a little too much pee for my liking.
It's a little gross,
but it was. But yeah, it was
but
hilarious. And the monsters, the creature design was excellent. So we love that. Livewire says the linear timeline is great for seeing everything, but drags out the length of the festival. Pros and cons. Yeah. We really got to figure out what we're doing because we got to extend that 15 minutes in between stuff for people to just.
But that's why I was saying the best bet would be to have 2 screens, and you can stagger them just slightly. So it's like if someone wants a Q&A, like they can maybe miss a couple minutes of the next one, if they're hanging out. And so it's like you're overlapping by maybe 10, 15 minutes. And so worst case, you're able to see all the movies, like that's what I've seen. Because a lot of festivals will do them at like a regular, like Regal or a Century Theater, and they'll just rent out 2 or 3 different screens and have it in that, and so that way they're not renting out the entire place. Like that's what they did at the one I went to in New York, Smod's Castle.
Smod's Castle.
Yeah, like that's how they did it there, where it was like 3 screens were the festival, and then that way the other half of the theater was still functioning like a normal theater.
Yeah.
And so like it didn't cost them as much because they didn't have to rent out the whole place for the festival.
Yeah. Well, we didn't rent out the whole place. We rent out the auditorium and the corridor right outside it. There's other convention-like rooms that we can expand to. And we can drop a screen in one of those, but it would just be like chair seating instead of theater seating if we decide to do that.
Cold Eternal loves the program graphics. So
I'll let my friend know.
Foyer Frau says, I want to help.
That's how you could stagger it. But like you were saying, have the Q&A in the other room.
Right.
And so, and then, still start movies 15 minutes apart. But that way, if the Q&A runs long and someone really wanted to be like media people are there and wanted to interview filmmakers or whatever, they can hang out and miss a few minutes of the next movie. Right. But you're not having to and you don't even need a separate screen for that. You could use just a separate room of some kind. If you do just the Q&A element in a separate room.
Right. Yeah, we're talking about that too.
Let me see here. Livewire says, how were the feature films? Feature films were just excellent.
They were so good.
I loved every single one of them. I didn't love every single one of them, but I really liked them enough, obviously, to want to program them.
But the ones that
there was 2 that really stood out for me.
Shonda and everyone's favorite.
Yeah.
So I thought that was good.
Gaston says, if any of the festival films become available to the public, let us know so we can check them out. You're going to have to follow them. So if you go to the
some
website,
of them are already.
Yeah, some of them are like Low Stakes is available.
That's I know the shorts. I was able to find most of the shorts already available.
So if you go to jackshorrorfilmfest.com, you can see a list. One of the first links is the winners. And so just go there and then just look for them. You can follow them on social media. Definitely follow them on social media and just ask them where you can watch it. But next time,
a lot of them you could just simply Google or YouTube search and you'll find them.
Yeah,
especially the shorts.
Just come to the festival, and then you can watch them there.
Yeah.
No, they can't because you're not playing the same movies again next year.
Right, I know.
So they're talking about the movies that we're talking about.
I know. I get it.
Like they can't go back in time. Unless you got some kind of time machine. And then
I don't.
If you had a time machine, that would solve all the problem with money.
Right. So we are finishing up just end of year stuff. And then submissions open for next year, April 1st. April Fool's Day is when they open.
Do you want to announce the theme for next year?
The theme for next year is we're doing it like a sequel movie. So it's the Jacksonville Horror Film Festival 2: The Reckoning, and then there's just a little subtitle that says Summoning All Monsters. So we are looking, we're not looking for primarily creature features, but we're going to have a special award for creature features, and
most on theme.
For most on theme is going to be that. So we are looking for creature features, monsters, stuff like that. That's definitely what we're looking for. That we're gonna really want to screen for that year. And so Film Festival 2: The Reckoning.
Are you doing a different logo and stuff?
Yeah, we're gonna add like a little monster peeking from behind the
over here.
From
CD
behind the DVD.
Yeah.
And then instead of the first blood, you will have a whole new logo for that. So each year there'll be a different logo for that theme. but obviously like
Nice.
our logo will probably stay the same.
Yeah. Lee says you guys did an amazing job. So happy for you guys. Excited for next season.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. And Jacksonville is a really cool place. So if you guys have never been, now you got an excuse to come.
And the weather was perfect.
Weather was perfect.
Yeah. It's a perfect thing to go to. Like if you want to take a vacation, like, because it's the time of year that it's not crazy hot. So like the rest of like a lot of the year, you know, Florida's great, but it's super fucking hot. But like that time of year, it's still warm enough to be able to go and do things and walk around, but it's not super hot. So like it'd be a perfect if you're planning out a vacation for, you know, next year, especially if you live somewhere that snows, like, you know, that's a perfect, because like I know most people I know take their vacations in the wintertime, you know, because like my sister who lives in Alaska, like she always goes on vacation in the summer and she goes to Florida a lot of the times. So like if you're putting together a vacation for next winter, this would be a perfect, you know, setup.
Livewire said, so this year's cat short would have been a contender for best creature feature if shown next year.
I don't know if
maybe
it was a creature, because a cat is a cat.
Yeah,
right?
it depends. It depends. Yeah. It really depends on our judges, which by the way, you know what? I should put this out there, you know, fuck it. We are going to be looking for more submissions judges. We had 3 plus me for this first season. And then we had 3 awards judges, but we had 68 submissions. And so between me and 3 other people, you know, we had to watch like 15 feature films, like 50 short films, like, you know, and really, you know, and do that. So if any of you are interested in being a submissions judge, go to our website, jackshorrorfilmfest.com, and click on the contact button and just send us an email saying that you're interested, and we'll email you back. And what we're going to do this year is we're going to, depending on how many submissions judges that we have, I'm going to block out like, okay, you have these 5 this week to watch, you know, like these, and it'll be at least like 1 feature film in like 4 shorts or something like that.
All volunteer work.
Yeah. And it's all volunteer. Yeah. You're not getting fucking paid. What did we do?
Not yet, at least.
For our submissions,
for a couple years.
For our submissions judges, I think we gave them a ticket to the festival. So
that's true.
So if you do that, because it is a lot of time, and you get to watch some really bad movies, but you know, you might like them. But so we are looking for volunteer submissions.
Is there
judges.
a submission fee?
For yes, so everybody who submits their project to the festival has to pay a submission fee, and it gets more expensive the later that you are. So filmmakers really want to come in at the early bird. That's good. That's the cheapest it's going to be, and we are still undercutting most other festivals that are similar size and tenure. So how long we've been doing this? So like 2-year, you know, first and second year fests. We are competitive with those submission fees. And I honestly, like, it's my festival, our festival. Sorry. So we're what I'm trying to say is the reason I said it's my festival is because it's like, you know, I'm a part of it, but like it's our festival. So I'm biased, but I think for a first year, we put on a damn good show.
Yeah.
And we had a great venue, and we had, cause I've been to some festivals that, you know, they were in an old theater, but all the seating was ripped out. So we just had to sit on like wedding style chairs that were all on the same level. So if you sit behind somebody tall, you can't see. The audio was kind of okay. And they were playing it off a laptop at the front of the, you know, the very front row. So you can see the movie and then you see it on the big screen. We had a theater style
like the one I went to when I was there. What was that one? Which in the Jacksonville festival I went to when I was there? What was that one?
Oh, you went to the St. Augustine Film Festival, I think.
Yeah, where it's just like all like in little tiny like cubicle almost rooms with like maybe 12 foldable chairs or like 20 foldable chairs.
Yeah, so we had so to watch the films at our festival, you got theater style seating at a big screen and with surround sound, you know, so and you know, good lighting. So So and we paid for that. So because we wanted our audience and we wanted our filmmakers to experience their movies, the way they were supposed to be. And so that's why we did that.
But the big thing about charging for submission too is it helps to weed out the people,
right?
Like hopefully you're not going to submit a movie if it's garbage, like you didn't just film it on your phone and put no time or effort and whatever, because it's like you're guaranteed, like the submission fee guarantees that someone is watching your your movie.
It also really helped in the end to pay for the venue. So
yeah, but I mean, as far as I'm talking about for
on the side.
On the other side, if you're you're submitting your movie, like you're guaranteeing that someone's going to give it a chance. It's going to be watched. Right. They're not, just, even if it's not good, but that's the big reason why you charge is I got to sit through your movie, even if it's not very good. I'm going to give it a fair shake.
Gaston says, if Sam and her friend ever need graphics help, they can count on me. Always happy to lend a hand.
Yes. Send us an email.
Yeah. So just go to the contact page, Gaston, and just send it through the contact form, and then they'll respond. We definitely need as many volunteers that want to help us out.
Yeah, I mean, this year since me and DJ had no idea what we were doing. This is the first time we did anything like this. It was us that planned and did everything. But besides the program, all of the graphics. I mean, we put on trivia monthly to advertise for this. We had volunteers to watch the movies, obviously volunteers for the award selections. And then we had only 3 other volunteers at the day of the event. So that is it. When we did, I still can't believe we did it. I don't know how it happened.
I'm trying to find, here are the awards.
Oh yeah. There's a video too in our.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So these are the awards. Seen the actual physical award.
Yeah, really awesome.
That's so cool.
I had to convince DJ for this because we were running out of money and we were running out of time. And he was like, it's fine. It's our first year. We'll just hand them a certificate. And I was like, we are not doing this. I will go to the dollar store and I will handwrite with a Sharpie. I'll go to the dollar store and get chef knives and handwrite with a Sharpie. Our thing is a knife. I mean, look at our logo. It's a knife. And so finally he got on board, and a guy from Etsy, I can't remember his name, but it's on our Instagram, made all of these for us. And he did it in record time. I mean, he got them cut, done, and shipped within a week.
See, things like that go a long way because every film that, especially, like any one of the people who won that, they're going to show people.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And that's how word of mouth and things, that's how it gets treated more and more like a legit festival versus, because anybody can be like, yeah, I'm doing a film festival, you know what I mean? But it's stuff like that makes people think of it as an actual real film festival.
Well, the couple of things that we did right is that we put the audience choice award, the actual award, at the check-in, and had our check-in ladies say, don't forget to vote for audience choice. And also all the filmmakers got to see the award, touch it. The knife actually comes off the stand, so they're pretending to stab each other with it, all kinds.
That's cool.
We got so many compliments on the awards. They were so grateful. Some filmmakers even said they got an email saying they won. And so they were like, the fact that you have an award and it's a badass award just says everything to them.
That's what I'm saying. Most film festivals don't do a physical award. A lot of times you don't even get a piece of paper. You literally just get an email.
I was so surprised. An email.
Yeah.
So
I think that's what I mean by people taking it more seriously, word of mouth spreads from things like that. So
yeah, well, this guy,
it means something more to the people who, who submit their movies and stuff,
I agree. I mean, displaying an award like this in your house, people come over, they're like, what the hell is that? And you can, show off that you won something. So this guy, Tim Connery, that's Tim, right?
Tim Connery.
Yeah, Tim Connery. He's the director of The Driftless, and he won Best of the Fest, all kinds of stuff. His team won multiple awards. And so he actually, I think is from Iowa. And so his first award he was like, oh my God, how am I going to get this through TSA? And me and DJ just kind of looked at each other because we know he's going to win like 3 or 4 more of these. So
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how he got home, but he's like, how am I going to get these through the TSA?
You just ship them. You ship them home.
Yeah. I don't know what he did, but yeah.
Here's
awesome.
Lee.
Yeah.
There's Lee asking a question. Look at that. What a handsome guy. And then here's some of the filmmakers standing up, getting their recognition.
Yeah, that's the director from The Driftless, and the rest of them are actually cast and crew from The Killing Cell, which is another feature film. They actually won Audience Choice.
Yeah.
That was the found footage one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Darren says, good to see today that DJ got to talk for most of the podcast. Hey, thanks, Darren. Appreciate it. Casey says the awards turned out great. Prop Dude says, nice, proud of my Etsy brethren. Let me see here. And then Heather says it's pretty sweet. Look at the joy on his face. Yeah, so everybody really liked the awards. And Sam is not lying. We were getting down to the wire, and I was just like, we have 2 nickels to rub together. That's all we have. Like we like, what are we gonna do? We're just gonna give them certificates. I think that's what we have to do for the first year. She's like, no. We're gonna figure it out.
I fought,
we
legitimately had a fight.
But yeah, but
well,
no,
I'm glad you
won.
But I get why it's not that he didn't want to, but
right.
Yeah, it's not that I didn't want to. I mean, I absolutely
stressful
wanted
time.
Yeah, it's just and just planning everything else. So anyway, all right, we're gonna have to wrap up a little bit because we
I was gonna say we got 10 minutes. We should
8 o'clock
talk about the SORA.
Sorry.
Stuff.
Yeah. So so we can do. Sam, do you want to talk about SORA with us, or do you want to go away?
It doesn't matter. I don't know much about it.
Okay.
So maybe I should go away.
Okay. Well, all you gotta have is an opinion on AI.
I guess I have an opinion.
Yeah. So I would like to hear your opinions.
So then for the next 10 minutes, we're going to talk about a topic that some of you may or may not know about, but I mean, everybody knows about AI. Everybody knows about image generation, generative AI, videos, stuff like that. And there was all this hubbub and controversy about, AI taking over the industry, about using actors' likenesses, blah, blah, blah. Disney's about to invest $1 billion into SORA. Well, turns out SORA is shutting down. And I should have.
It's such a complicated thing because the number one shorts on YouTube right now are all AI generated.
Well, and YouTube's trying to deal with that.
And the number one songs are all or not the number one song, but some of the top songs on Spotify right now are AI.
Wow.
And so it's one of these complicated things where people say they don't want AI and everybody is freaking out about not wanting AI. But then at the same time, well, then who the hell's watching all these shorts? Who the hell's listening to all this AI music?
Boomers.
Yeah. So why I think this is good is because the reason they're shutting down isn't about people not wanting to watch it. It's that they're not making money.
They're not making money. Nobody's watching it.
Well,
people are using SORA. They're just not spending money for it.
Right.
They're losing money on it.
I was watching some dating show, Trash TV, on Netflix recently, and they had a song that perfectly aligned what was going on, perfectly dramatic for the scene. And I just thought, this has to be all AI music. It has to be. So they're getting probably money from that too.
This is from Variety. It says OpenAI said it will discontinue SORA, the generative AI video creation app it launched last year, without providing a reason for the decision. Quote, "We're saying goodbye to SORA. To everyone who created with SORA, shared it, and built the community around it, thank you. What you made with SORA mattered. We know this news is disappointing." OpenAI's SORA team said in a statement, blah, blah, blah. The statement added, quote, "We'll share more soon, including timelines for the app and API and details on preserving your work. OpenAI didn't respond to requests for additional info." That tells me not all
about
is
the report of them losing like $400 million last year.
Right. Yeah. The announcement comes just 3 months after Disney The announcement comes just 3 months after Disney inked a groundbreaking deal with OpenAI. Under the 3-year licensing agreement, SORA would have been able to generate user-prompted videos from a set of more than 200 masked, animated, or creature characters from Disney, Marvel, Pixar, and Star Wars. SORA and ChatGPT images were to generate fan-inspired videos with Disney's licensed characters in early 2026, with Disney Plus adding a curated selections of SORA-generated videos. Disney has now ended its partnership with OpenAI, which included plans for the media conglomerate to take a $1 billion stake in the artificial intelligence company. A Disney rep said in a statement to Variety, quote, "As the nascent AI field advances rapidly, we respect OpenAI's decision to exit the video generation business and to shift its priorities elsewhere. We appreciate the constructive collaboration between our teams and what we learned from it, and we will continue to engage with AI platforms to find new ways to meet fans where they are, while responsibly embracing new technologies that respect IP and the rights of creators." Yeah.
I think what it comes down to is it's going to be like any other technology. It's got to find its place. It's being overused, it's oversaturated. It's basically being like forced down everybody's throats, in every way you can think of. But if it's going to eventually find its place. Like, we know it's very helpful and very good when it comes to medical research, or research in general, like AI. Sort of. But it's like, we don't need it in our art world.
No, we don't. It's definitely used for research, fine. Processes, fine. Organization, like AI agents, like that kind of stuff. Like that's where it is. But yeah, when it comes to creating art, no. It has no place. It can never have a place there. And the public outcry is bigger than those that are actually accepting it. And like you were saying, nobody's paying for it. The people that are using it and championing it aren't paying for it.
The people need to stop saying they don't support it and then fucking watching it and or using it to make their stupid bull. Like, if you're on social media, I mean, it's maddening watching all these jackasses making these funny little bullshit AI images of themselves. Like, that stuff helps to feed the machine.
Right.
And like, do you know how much water and electricity you making your dumb little AI generated photos is costing?
Yeah.
Like,
it's a lot.
Is it worth it to you? Like, to make some stupid throwaway image of yourself that you're going to literally post on Facebook and then, you know what I mean, forget about it a week later. So like, we need to, use this. I don't know. I'm just frustrated with people in general being that way, where people will talk big, but when no one's looking, they're supporting the shit.
Yeah. Casey says, finally saying I'm somewhat proud of Disney. That feels weird. Prop Dude says, I made a training plan for ISO auditors using AI. Can use as a template and tweak as needed. So great for quick framework. Yeah,
yep.
AI is great for that.
Dude, AI is like, ChatGPT is great for a template, like for writing, like whatever if you need a script or if you need like a bio or whatever, it's great for a template. But if you use it but like, buyer beware, because if you write anything with it, you better make sure you go through it with a fine-tooth comb and change it. Otherwise, you're going to get bit in the ass, because it will write some crazy shit too that you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. All righty. Well, I think that's it. I think we're going to get out of here. Thanks everybody for showing up and talking to us. Thanks Architect Sam for showing up to talk about the festival. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And we will be back next week, 7 p.m. on the East Coast, 4 p.m. on the West Coast, and 10:36 a.m. all the way over there in wherever Australia, Darren's land. Thanks a lot, everybody, for watching us. We love you. We will see y'all later. Okay, bye.